This is the classic brand's head-up only adjustable bed base, and my first reaction was that it looks and feels sturdier than I expected for a head-only frame. The steel build has real heft, the fabric wrap is clean and neutral, and nothing rattles when I move it around. The box was over 100 pounds, so I planned for a two-person carry from the start. Once it was in the room, setup was straightforward. Unfold the base, screw on the legs, pop in the mattress retainer bar at the foot, plug it in, and flip it over onto its feet. Most of the wiring is pre-routed, so there's not much to figure out. From unboxing to powered up took me around 20 to 25 minutes. The only sweat moment was the flip. It's awkward to turn solo, and I wouldn't try it without help. Key features that stood out for me are simple and practical. Head lift is the star, and the motor is quiet, more of a low hum than a whine, so I can nudge the angle at night without breaking the room's silence. The motion is smooth and deliberate, with a good range that takes me from flat to a comfortable upright reading angle. The deck is stable, no creaks or wobble, and the retainer bar at the foot keeps my mattress from creeping forward as the head rises. The remote on my unit is basic and easy to understand, with dedicated head up down and a one-touch flat button. No backlight on mine, which I do miss in a dark room, but it's simple enough that muscle memory kicks in quickly. From my experience, the biggest win with a head-up base is how quickly it improves everyday comfort. I raise it a bit for reading and watching shows, and that alone changed my nighttime routine. I don't prop pillows anymore, and my neck and upper back feel better after long sessions. A small tilt also helps when I'm stuffed up or dealing with reflux. Getting the head elevated takes pressure off without rearranging the entire bed. In my opinion, this is where a head-only frame earns its keep. It won't put you in a full lounge or zero-gravity pose because the foot doesn't lift, but if your main goal is to sit up comfortably, breathe easier, and wind down without building a pillow fort, it delivers. The footprint fits standard twin XL mattresses. Mine measures about 79.5 inches long by 37 inches wide, and the overall height is around 14 inches to the deck. That gives me decent storage clearance underneath and lines up well with a typical headboard setup. I've used it standalone and also dropped it into a decorative bed frame. As long as you remove slats or have a frame designed to hold an adjustable base, it nests in cleanly. Foam and hybrid mattresses that are rated adjustable friendly work best. If you're using a very stiff inner spring, you won't get the same smooth bend at the head. There are a couple of trade-offs to be aware of. Because it's head-up only, you won't get foot elevation, massage, or fancy extras like built-in USB ports. I didn't buy this expecting those features, so I wasn't disappointed, but it's worth stating. Also, there's no wall hugger mechanism. When I raise the head, my torso moves away from the wall and my nightstand by several inches, so reaching a lamp or water can turn into a little scoot back. That's normal for many value-focused bases, and it's not a deal breaker for me, but it's noticeable if you spend a lot of time upright. The remote on my unit isn't backlit, as I mentioned, and I wish the buttons glowed just a bit for nighttime adjustments. One more practical note, it's heavy. The weight is a sign of solid construction, but plan your path and get help when moving it. Daily use has been pleasantly uneventful, which is exactly what I want from a base like this. The motor hasn't overheated on me, and the noise level stays low even after repeated adjustments. The frame feels secure when I'm seated at a high angle, and there's no flex at the center. The fabric cover on the deck has a little texture, so my mattress stays put along with the retainer bar. Cable management is minimal, but I tucked the power brick to the side and haven't kicked it since. It's perfect for someone who wants reliable head elevation without chasing every premium feature. If your priorities are reading comfort, easier breathing, and a better wind-down routine, this checks those boxes. If you're hunting for zero gravity, full head and foot articulation, massage, or wall hugging, this isn't that product. I see this as a smart, entry to mid choice that keeps the fundamentals tight and the experience calm and predictable. I'd recommend this for first-time adjustable base buyers who want to upgrade from a flat foundation but don't need the foot section to move. I'd also recommend it for anyone dealing with reflux, snoring, or seasonal congestion who just needs that reliable head tilt each night. Renters and small space setups benefit too. It's a clean, neutral look that blends in with existing furniture. The care routine is easy. Wipe it with a damp cloth, and because it's a standard Twin XL, it's simple to pair with common mattress sizes. A couple of quick setup tips from my experience. Unbox near the room where you'll use it, so you're not hauling the full carton far. Lay it flat on the floor to attach the legs. and keep the cardboard nearby when you flip the base so you don't scuff the floor. If your frame has side rails or a footboard, measure the inner dimensions to confirm the base will nest without pinching cables. And if you plan to use a headboard, check whether your rail system needs brackets or if your headboard mounts to the wall. It's easier to decide before you assemble. In my opinion, the value proposition here makes sense. You get quiet headlift, a steady frame, and a painless setup at a reasonable cost without paying for features you may not use. The compromises are obvious and honest. No foot articulation, no wall hugger, and fewer bells and whistles. That clarity is part of why I'm satisfied with it. It does what it says, and it does it consistently. In conclusion, the classic brand's head-up-only adjustable bed base has earned a permanent spot in my room because it nails the basics that matter to me. Smooth, quiet head elevation, dependable build quality, and easy, everyday comfort. If that's your checklist too, it's a strong pick. Please check the comments section for detailed information about the classic brand's head-up-only adjustable bed base. Thank you for watching.